Next up, graphic designer Russell Tate is a man after my own little tin heart.
I came from London in the 1990s. I'd never seen these toys in England at all. I just thought they were fantastic. A light bulb went off and I just thought, I've got to start collecting these. What's interesting for me is just their aesthetic style. I just think, I treat them like a statue or a work of art. They just have to look really, really good. And the Japanese at the time, the balance with colour and design, materials, just a joy to look at, basically. I'm an illustrator, so design, colour, reference is what I'm always looking out for anyway. So I think I've got that eye. With these toys, they were a great reference. You know, the way colours were used in combination with each other. But they're not crass. They're not crass colours. They're just very well considered. They are bright and there's lots of combinations going on. But the colour schemes and the harmonies to me, as a designer, they're really clever. Around the time of my 40th birthday, a large robot auction was coming up in New York City. And my wife suggested, why don't you fly with some buddies and go to that New York exhibition for your birthday? And there were hundreds of people there. So it was quite intimidating to go in. And I sat down and I felt very nervous. Some of the prices of the toys were so expensive that I, at one stage, thought I have to go to the toilet. I was so nervous. Over $5,000. And there were a couple that were over 20. I was sitting there with my paddle, which I souvenired. There were two bids. I raised the paddle and the hammer came down and I had it. This is the guy here. He's a Japanese character called Ultraman Leo. And he's quite unusual. I just love that head. It's a cross between manta ray and a flock of seagulls haircut. This robot, the Space Explorer, is another favourite of mine, but it's very precarious because if it breaks down, it's almost impossible to fix. So I actually run this one very infrequently, and one day there'll be a day when it just won't go up anymore. There are two rules in collecting. Always get the box and always get the box. I even would make photocopies of the boxes and put my toys in those until I could find the originals. So here's a photocopy that I had for a number of years, and eventually I managed to find the original. I can't say what's next until it comes up, to be honest. There's nothing I'm particularly chasing, but my radar is always on.
Oh, I'm so jealous. And that auction in New York he went to in 2000 was the auction for robot lore.
Was that torture for you there?
Absolutely.
I bet you wanted to go to that auction.
Oh, very, very badly.
But you forgot the third rule of collecting, always get the box, right?
That's it.